No more diabetes. Best foods for insulin resistance. Are you struggling with blood sugar spikes, stubborn belly fat, or constant fatigue? You could be dealing with insulin resistance, and the foods you eat might be making it worse, or so much better. In this video, we're diving into the best insulin resistance foods that can help stabilize your blood sugar, boost your energy, and support your long-term health, backed by real science. Are you concerned about insulin resistance or trying to manage your blood sugar more effectively? Let's talk about insulin resistance foods, what to eat and what to limit for better health. Insulin resistance happens when your cells stop responding well to insulin, the hormone that helps move glucose from your blood into your cells for energy. When that process breaks down, blood sugar levels rise, and over time, that can lead to serious health issues, including damage to your organs, muscles, eyes, and more. But here's the good news. What you eat can make a real difference. Some of the best foods for insulin resistance include non-starchy vegetables, whole grains, and citrus fruits. These foods are rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants that support better insulin sensitivity and help stabilize your blood sugar. On the flip side, it's important to limit sugary drinks and ultra-processed foods, which can spike your blood sugar and worsen insulin resistance. By making smart food choices and building consistent habits, you can improve how your body responds to insulin and reduce your long-term risk of developing type 2 diabetes. If you're looking for ways to naturally support your body and manage insulin resistance, your diet is a great place to start. Today, we're breaking down the top insulin resistance foods that may help improve insulin sensitivity and lower the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Let's begin with non-starchy vegetables. These are your go-to for blood sugar-friendly meals. Think broccoli, dark leafy greens, tomatoes, and colorful peppers. They're low in carbs and packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Next, we have citrus fruits like lemons, oranges, and limes. These fruits are rich in vitamin C and antioxidants, which can help reduce inflammation and support metabolic health. Don't forget high-fiber foods. Foods like beans, lentils, nuts, and seeds help slow down how sugar is absorbed into your bloodstream, preventing spikes and crashes. Whole grains such as oats, quinoa, and barley also play an important role. They offer complex carbs and fiber, which promote more stable blood sugar levels. When it comes to protein, focus on lean and plant-based sources, like chicken, fish, soy, legumes, and unsweetened yogurt. These options help with satiety and muscle maintenance without causing large blood sugar fluctuations. Looking for healthy fats? Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and herring are high in omega-3 fatty acids, which support heart and metabolic health. And don't skip the antioxidant-rich foods, especially berries. They're not only delicious but also packed with compounds that help protect your cells and support insulin function. Lastly, remember to stay hydrated. Drinking enough water each day is crucial for blood sugar regulation and overall health. So if you're managing insulin resistance, building your meals around these nutrient-dense, insulin-supportive foods can make a real difference. Are you trying to manage your blood sugar more effectively? Knowing which insulin resistance foods to limit can be just as important as knowing which ones to eat. Let's talk about the top foods that could be working against your body's ability to use insulin efficiently. First up, sweetened drinks like sodas, sweet teas, and even fruit juices. These are loaded with added sugars that spike blood glucose levels fast, and that's exactly what you want to avoid when dealing with insulin resistance. Alcohol is another one to watch. Not only can it affect blood sugar, but regular consumption may also make insulin resistance worse over time. Next, we have high-salt foods. Think packaged snacks like chips and instant noodles. These often go hand in hand with unhealthy fats and refined carbs, which aren't ideal for stable blood sugar. Speaking of fats, foods high in saturated fats, like fatty cuts of meat and fried fast food, can worsen insulin sensitivity and increase inflammation in the body. Sugary sweets such as cupcakes, candy bars, and ice cream are tempting, but they're low in nutrients and high in simple sugars. These can lead to rapid spikes in insulin. And don't forget about refined grains like white bread, white rice, and pasta made with white flour. These lack fiber, meaning they break down quickly in your system and cause rapid blood sugar changes. But here's the good news: you don't have to eliminate these foods completely. Having them occasionally in small portions is okay. The key is moderation and making smarter choices most of the time. Replacing these foods with high-fiber, whole food options can go a long way in supporting your body's insulin response. Also, don't underestimate the power of daily movement. Even light physical activity like walking can help regulate blood sugar more effectively. And if you're working on reducing your risk of type 2 diabetes, even modest weight loss, just 5 to 7% of your body weight, can make a real difference. Remember, these small changes can add up to big health benefits. Struggling with insulin resistance and wondering which diet plan is right for you? Let's break down two of the most trusted approaches that emphasize insulin resistance foods and can support better blood sugar control. First up, the Mediterranean diet. This eating plan is inspired by the traditional cuisines of countries along the Mediterranean Sea. It focuses on seasonal, plant-based foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. Olive oil is the go-to fat source, replacing butter and processed oils. When it comes to protein, the Mediterranean diet highlights fish, lean meats, nuts, and legumes, while dairy is included in moderation. Red meat? It's limited. And yes, moderate red wine during meals is common, but totally optional. In a major 2018 study, researchers found that women following a Mediterranean diet had a 25% reduced risk of cardiovascular problems. One likely reason? Improved insulin sensitivity. Plus, this diet is rich in magnesium, a mineral shown to help with insulin function. That's important because low magnesium levels have been linked to increased insulin resistance. Next is the DASH diet, short for dietary approaches to stop hypertension. Though originally designed to lower blood pressure, the DASH diet also helps manage blood sugar and improve insulin response. It lays out daily and weekly goals for what you eat, making it easy to follow. Here's what a typical day on the DASH diet might look like: plenty of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, low-fat dairy, lean meats, fish, and healthy fats. It's all about balance and nutrient density. Both of these diet plans center around insulin resistance foods that help stabilize blood sugar levels, reduce inflammation, and support overall metabolic health. And the best part? These aren't crash diets. They're sustainable, science-supported ways of eating that can become a long-term lifestyle. Are you trying to manage insulin resistance and keep your blood sugar levels in check? Then it's time to talk about glycemic index and glycemic load, and how they relate to the best insulin resistance foods. The glycemic index, or GI, ranks carbohydrate-containing foods based on how quickly they raise blood sugar after eating. The glycemic load, or GL, takes this a step further by considering both the GI and the actual portion size of the food you eat. Here's why it matters. Foods with a high GI and GL cause blood sugar spikes, which forces your body to produce more insulin, something that can worsen insulin resistance over time. On the other hand, low GI and GL foods are digested more slowly. This means they release glucose gradually into your bloodstream, helping stabilize your blood sugar levels and reduce the demand on your insulin response. In simple terms, choosing low GI and GL foods is a powerful way to support insulin sensitivity. So, what kinds of foods fall into this category? Think whole grains like oats and quinoa, legumes like lentils and beans, and plenty of non-starchy vegetables and fruits such as berries, apples, and citrus. By incorporating more of these insulin resistance foods into your daily meals, you're taking a major step toward better blood sugar control and long-term metabolic health. When it comes to improving insulin resistance, food plays a huge role, but it's not the only factor that matters. Let's take a look at other powerful influences that can affect how your body responds to insulin and how you can take control of them. First, body weight. While insulin resistance can occur at any size, research shows that excess weight, especially around the abdomen, can significantly increase the risk. A 2024 study even linked weight gain directly to reduced insulin sensitivity. Next is physical activity. Leading a sedentary lifestyle can worsen insulin resistance. But the good news? Getting just 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week, like walking or cycling, can make a real difference by boosting how well your body uses insulin. Smoking is another key factor. Studies have shown that smoking doesn't just harm your lungs, it can also impair both insulin production and sensitivity, raising the risk of diabetes. Sleep matters too. Inconsistent or inadequate sleep has been associated with insulin resistance. A 2022 review suggested that sleep deprivation may interfere with how your body regulates blood sugar. Age also plays a role. As we get older, especially past age 45, our risk of insulin resistance tends to rise. That's why proactive lifestyle choices become even more important over time. Certain medications, including some glucocorticoids, antipsychotics, and antidepressants, may also affect insulin sensitivity. If you're taking any of these, it's important to talk with your doctor about the potential impact on blood sugar. And finally, underlying health conditions, like Cushing's syndrome or acromegaly, can disrupt hormonal balance and insulin function. Ethnicity can influence risk as well. According to the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, some groups, such as African Americans, Hispanic people, Native Americans, and Pacific Islanders, may be more prone to developing insulin resistance. The takeaway? While insulin resistance foods are foundational to blood sugar health, addressing these other lifestyle and health factors can help you take full control of your metabolic wellness. So, what's the big picture on insulin resistance foods? Insulin resistance happens when your body's cells stop responding properly to insulin, making it harder to absorb glucose from your blood. Over time, this can lead to serious health issues, including type 2 diabetes. But here's the good news. Your diet and lifestyle can make a huge difference. Eating more fiber-rich, protein-packed, and heart-healthy foods, like leafy greens, whole grains, legumes, and healthy fats, can help support insulin sensitivity. These are the foods that fuel your body without causing sharp blood sugar spikes. Pairing your diet with regular physical activity is another powerful tool. Even simple movement, like walking daily, can help your body respond better to insulin. And don't forget the rest of the equation. Good sleep, managing stress, and staying on top of underlying health conditions all play an important role in keeping your metabolism on track. With the right choices, you can take real steps toward improving insulin resistance and protecting your long-term health. Now that you know the top insulin resistance foods, it's time to take charge of your plate and your health. Small, consistent changes in your meals can have a big impact on how your body processes insulin. If you found this video helpful, tap that like button, subscribe for more science-backed health tips, and share this with someone who's ready to feel better from the inside out. Let food be your fuel and your medicine.